Hello, my fellow mathletes. It's Root Beer here, and we're looking at question number 4 on the 2008 MMC. That's the Grade 12 Manitoba Math Contest. Question number 4 reads as follows. In the problem, C and D are real numbers. The point on the graph of the equation y equals x squared plus cx plus d, which is nearest to the x-axis, is negative 2, 5. Find the values of C and D. Okay, well, let's draw a very quick graph. Now, I know x squared plus cx plus d is a parabola, so I should probably write that. Not only that, I know it's an upward-facing parabola because the x squared is multiplied by a positive constant, in this case 1. So it's a parabola facing up. Now, the closest point is, what did they say, negative 2, 5. Now, if my parabola is facing up and it comes down like this, well, there's a closer point to the x-axis. If negative 2, 5 is the closest point, we can see that it's kind of got to be the vertex. So in vertex form, we have same constant, 1 here, but now it's going to be x minus negative 2 squared plus our y value here, plus 5. And so that's going to be x plus 2 squared plus 5 equals 0. Now we could say something like here, like this is vertex form. Well, now I have an expression for my parabola that has actual numbers here. And you may want to actually make a show of, why is this a 1 here? Well, because it's a 1 there. You could probably say, put an a here and everything matches up, but you're going to find out a pretty quickly is going to just be 1. And I don't think it's necessary to write that. So x squared plus cx plus d is really just x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus 5. So that's x squared plus 4x plus 9. C is going to be 4, and D is going to be 9. Oh, there we go. That takes care of 4A. Key things to note, you have to explain why that closest point ends up being our vertex. From there, vertex form of the parabola and expanding things out gets you everything you want. Okay, 4B. Car A is traveling due west at a constant speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Car B is traveling due east at a constant speed of 60 kilometers per hour. At 1 p.m., car A is 40 kilometers due north of car B. At 2 p.m., what is the distance between the two cars? As the crow flies. So as the crow flies just means in a direct line. Okay. If a crow were to take off from one car and flap all the way to the next car instantly, the crow would go in the most direct route. Crows aren't encumbered by having to travel across roads or get interrupted by hills or anything like that. So that's what the expression means if you haven't heard it before. All right, so we've got some speeds, we've got a particular time, so let's draw a picture of what's going on at 1 p.m. So we have A, and A is traveling, they said west, right? Yeah, he's west, so never eat shredded wheat. A is going the other way. Not that it really matters. So A is there, and then there's 40 kilometers. B is down here. B is traveling this way. Okay. Now, at 2 p.m., that's 1 hour later. So A has gone a distance, and A is over here. A has gone 50 kilometers per hour in 1 hour. So A has gone 50 kilometers from this starting point where they were both lined up. And B has managed to go the other way, going at 60 kilometers per hour for 1 hour, because it's 1 hour between 1 and 2 p.m. So B has gone 60 kilometers. Now, since they're traveling due east and due west, they haven't changed their sort of vertical height on the map. So we still have 40 kilometers here. And what do we want? Well, we want the distance from A to B. So we can quite quickly get the north, south, east, and west, by the way, are perpendicular to each other. So a north-south distance is going to be perpendicular to a straight east-west distance. And you could probably say something like, oh, it's a rectangle, so these are both going to be 50. I think it's clear. And we got 40 here. Same sort of rectangle explanation would be fine. So AB squared is just going to be 40 squared plus 50 plus 60 squared, and that's 40 squared plus 11t, or 110 squared. And that's 1600 plus 12100. And that's going to be 7, 3, so 13700. And they just want the distance. Now, calculators aren't allowed here, so I guess AB is going to be 10 square root of 137. I can write this as 137 times 100. Square root of 100 is 10. Square root of 137, well, it doesn't have any other factors. Right? No, it can't be divisible by 7. Not divisible by 11. Yeah. And not divisible by, yeah, no, it can't be divisible by 13 either because of that 7 there. So, yeah, there's our distance, 10 root 137. And I guess we should say kilometers. Alright. Keep the units that they gave us. So that wraps up question number 5. We've got, it's a big picture in the next one. That wraps up question 4. I think I said 5. That wraps up question 4. In question 5, looks like we have a very big picture, and we'll get into that in the next video. So I will see you guys there.